year when you made the final and you were in the top 8, coming back here again, trying to replicate the sort of season you had. Do you think you're in peak shape, having made it into the semi-finals?
Thank you for having me. At the moment, I'm currently at my peaking stage because I've opened with an injury beginning of this year, and each race we have been dropping, and we've been patient with the times as well, allowing the process to take its course, and trusting my coach and believing in myself. Like I said, each race we're dropping, so I'm looking forward to the semi and the final.
And the sort of season you had in which you peaked at 1982 last year at Paris at the Diamond League, do you think you can get to that level despite the injuries you mentioned at this World?
Anything is possible. As you've seen on previous finals, previous semis, anything can happen in a race. As much as I'm believing in myself and I'm picking up at the right time, so I'm quite positive about that. That I'm going to perform and I'm going to get close to that time again.
And it's crucial about the support system in periods like this for you, being injured. How have you been able to manage it, and what has been rallying around you to ensure that you get to this World Championship? And now you're in the semi-finals.
To be honest, charity begins at home. I've been raised well by a single parent. She taught me a lot of things, which is I don't have time for that now. But going forward to the race, my support system is there. They're encouraging me to just go and face my fears, regardless of the circumstances or regardless of the outcome. So I'm just happy and glad that God has provided that for me to remain positive and calm each race. Thank you for that.
We've heard a lot about this track being a fast track. What did it feel like out there today?
It felt so good. It was my first time running inside. The atmosphere is amazing and the track is fast. So that gives me a bit of positivity going forward again, yes.
Also, having Zharnel in your hit, did it have any bearing? Because, I mean, it was, you really give it a good go there at the end.
Going line in line with him, I felt a bit uncomfortable at the beginning, but I was like, Zharnel is a human being. I shouldn't be frightened by him running a 998 or 988 previously. This is a 200, so it's a different ball game. So anything can happen in the race, and I just need to focus on my phases and then see what happens.
And how's your leg feeling now?
I'm feeling great now. I'm 100% back, and I guess it's one of the things that are keeping me positive and remaining healthy. Yes.
Thank you very much. Sinesipho, congratulations through to those semi-finals. How was that race today?
I mean, it felt pretty great, you know. I felt a bit rusty, but I knew that was going to feel like that because it's been a while racing. But I was able to pull it together, try to keep up with the guys, being comfortable, looking around and see how am I going to make it through. But I finally made it through. I was in the top 3, so that's what matters.
And how did the track feel? We've heard it's a fast track.
It felt so great. It was so great. It was just too hot. My body was a bit shocked with that weather coming up from inside from a cold one getting to it was a bit shocked, but I managed to put it together then. Yeah.
And all 3 South Africans through to those semi-finals. That's pretty great.
That's big. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. So we have to just find a way to make it through to the final, and I think it's possible. You never know.
And did the performances of Lux and Sean inspire you somehow? I know like you had your own race to run, but you know, with them being on the board, having gone through, how did that rub on you?
I mean, Lux was in the first heat. We spoke before the race. He said it's going to open up for me. Then I felt like the last one because I was in my last heat in South Africa. Then I told him like, yo, I'm going to close it for you. You know, I will make it through. And I did. That was amazing.
And the feeling of having the grass right next to you, is the grass always green on the other side?
I mean, it's the grass, you know. Everyone knows I was excited to race with him, but I didn't even think that much about it because I was measuring. I felt him coming. Then I'm going to go with him towards the finish line, which is I did pretty good.
Thank you very much.
Not how you fell at the first hurdle in the 100, but how you picked yourself up for the 200.
Yeah, definitely.
What was Carl's words to you coming into this race?
He just said qualify, run your own race, be patient. The biggest thing is obviously setting up the race, because I haven't ran the 200 in 2 months. So the big thing is just to make sure I set it up correctly so I can build from that for the semi-final.
I even like the way, how you psyched you up before the race, pointing both your arms forward. Tell us about, that signage.
It's definitely tunnel vision. I'm just focused on running my own race. In a competition like this, it's kind of crazy. You have the world's fastest people along your side, but you can't worry about them. You can only worry about your race, setting it up and making sure you can build from that.